Hey guys, I hope that I'm live right now. If you guys are able to listen to me properly, as well as there is no problem with my audio or the video, please do let me know. Hello everyone, I hope that I'm live right now. If you guys do not face any problem with the audio or the video, please do let me know, guys. Hello everyone, hello. No problem. Hello, sir. Hello everyone. I'm audible. Okay, great. Everything is visible and audible for you guys. That's amazing. Most of the people haven't joined us up till this very point of time. I don't know why. But please, guys, be on time so that we can start with the classes. Today, we are going to start with HTML. We will be looking into some small assignments and small knowledge into HTML so that we can get our feet wet with the same. And we will be using code sandbox for our coding environment, online coding environment. You can even write the code from your mobile phones as well, so you can directly do that. My suggestion to you would be to reload the page once, okay, this YouTube page, and to go in the description of today's video. Okay, so let me just show it to you guys. I'm just opening today's video right over here. Let me just mute this. So this is the video that you are currently watching right now, as you are able to see. So when you go down in the description of the video itself, you will be able to see a link to the sandbox. Are you able to see this? Please let me know. You'll be able to see a link to the sandbox. Okay, so you can open that and use it directly. For those who are interested to join the campus ambassador program, they can fill up this particular form, and they will have the access to the campus ambassador program as well. They will be contacted by our team and onboarded for the same as well. So link to the sandbox, as you are able to see. So let me just copy this link. Copy this link from right over here. I will go to the incognito mode and is the link here. So it will open it up in something like this kind of a structure. You guys can then sign into the website itself, and after the same, give me a second, guys. So you can sign into this particular account and then fork this entire element, and then you can start coding along with me, so there will be no issues with the same as well. Okay, so you can sign into the page and then fork this particular element, and you will be able to continue working with me. As you are able to see, you will be able to work with me as well. Okay, so that would be it. So the link to the code sandbox is down in the description of the video. If you are not able to see the link, then just refresh this particular page and you will be able to see the link down in the description of the video. So can we follow both the boot camps? Yes, of course. There will be no problems. Okay, I have not registered for the web development bootcamp, but I have attended the last class and also filled the attendance now. uh, is it I am also a part or not? Yes, Rahul Sharma, there will be no issues with the same if you have filled up the attendance. Okay. Okay, so just to repeat once, the link to where we are going to write the code is down in the description of today's video. This is the video that you are watching right now. As you are able to see, this is the video that you are watching right now. Just go in the description of the video. Just go into the description of the video. There you will be able to see the link to the sandbox. Okay, You just have to open this link up. You have to sign in using your Google account or even your GitHub account, and then you just have to fork that particular element, and you can start coding along with me, or even on your mobile phones it will work, on your tablets, on your iPads it will work. There will be no issues with the same. Those students who are interested to join the campus ambassador program can fill up this particular form, and they will be contacted by my team and onboarded for the program as well. Okay. Okay, forking means that you will be creating your very own version for the same, where you will be able to code on your own. Okay, all the code that I'm going to do right now, you will be able to see on your screen in the bootcamp itself, as I'm live sharing it. And yeah, that would be it. So let's start with the class. Am I right? Most of the students haven't joined us up till now. I'm still like, should we wait for them for 2 more minutes or should we start? Yeah, you can also write your code in Visual Studio Code as well. There will be no issues with the same. Okay, so let's start with our class for today. Okay, so let me open up the PPT that I have brought in. Okay, so let's try to understand first of all like HTML. Do you guys remember how I taught you, like what is the demarcation that, okay, what is HTML? Okay, can someone let me know in the live chat? Can someone let me know in the layman terms what is HTML? Can someone let me know what is HTML, guys, in the live chat? We had talked about it yesterday. Yes, it's the structure, it's the skeleton of the entire website. So what if you go to some of the biggest websites that you know of? Okay, so let's go to YouTube. And let's try to go to okay, so this work. Let's do more tools, developer tools. Okay, so as you are able to see from right over here, this is how HTML actually looks like. Okay, this doc type HTML that you are able to see, this is how HTML actually looks like, and this is what we are going to learn right now. That what is this gibberish written right over here, and we will be able to write our very own HTML as well. So that will be the focus of this particular class that we are going to have. Okay, so let's go back to our PPT. Now let's try to understand something. HTML, or hypertext markup language, is basically a formatting language for normal text that you want to show on your website. Okay, so how do we know that this is a paragraph? How do we know that this is a heading? How do we know that this particular element needs to be italic, it needs to be bold? So all these different things are what HTML basically takes care of. Now HTML comes in tags. Okay, so whenever you are writing an HTML code, it will always come up in the format of tags, and these tags are the different demarcations that are present that helps you to figure out, okay, whether this is a paragraph, whether this is something that I need to be in bold, whether this is something that I need to be in italics. So that is what we want to do as of this particular moment. So this is a small example of HTML code. So I want that this text, okay, this is a paragraph, this is a text that I'm having on my website, I want to convert it into a paragraph. So I'll be using the P tag. There are many different kinds of tags that are present in HTML. You do not need to know every single tag from the day one. As you're going through and about learning HTML, the more and more you practice, the more and more you will be able to learn about the different kinds of tags that are there. Okay, so this is just an example so that you guys are familiar with what HTML looks like. So if I want to convert this text, that is, this is a paragraph, into a paragraph, then I have to put up a starting tag and an ending tag. Okay, that is called as an opening tag and a closing tag. The first tag that is there, give me a second, guys. The first tag that is there, so this is the first tag, as you are able to see, that is called as the opening tag, and the last tag is called as the closing tag. It basically tells that, okay, everything that is in between the opening and the closing tag right now is a paragraph. Okay, is a paragraph. So as you are able to see, this is a paragraph tag and there is some content inside of it. So this is a paragraph tag and there is some content inside of it. Okay, so let's try to understand. So this is the opening tag, as you're able to see, then there is the content inside of it, and then there is the closing tag. As simple as that. Okay, so let's try to understand this in the format of code itself. How do we write HTML code? So first of all, we need to demarcate to the browser itself. So this is a file. Okay, so these files are saved as HTML with the, so for example, when you are having your let's say, okay, so whenever you are going, just a second, I will just open it up in a new tab. Okay, so whenever you're creating any document, okay, Microsoft Doc, so it gets saved as doc or dox. Okay, so word dot, so whatever the file name is, dot docs. When you're saving a ppt, it gets saved at dot ppt, and so on and so forth. So these are the different kinds, of files that are available. Similarly, when you're storing an HTML file, okay, so browser will be able to read through this HTML file and show it to you. So the type of that file, as you are able to see, the name of this file is index, and we are saving it as index.html. okay, we are saving this as index.html. So right now, when you are writing an HTML code, so first of all, you need to put up the opening and the closing tag stating that yes, this is an HTML file. So how will you be doing that? You will just be writing HTML and then the opening and the closing tags. Okay, this is the opening tag, as you are able to see, and we'll be putting a closing tag for HTML stating that all the HTML code that we are going to write is going to go into this HTML tag, the opening and the closing tag. Are you guys able to understand up till this particular point of time? Please do let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand up till this particular point of time? Please do let me know. Awesome. So once you have put up the HTML tags, what you want to do is, there are two parts of any website. Okay, there's the header part and the body part. Now in the header part, you put up something like, so for example, right now when you are on your YouTube page, you will be able to see the let's just go to the current YouTube page that you are on. You will be able to see that in the tab itself, in the name of the tab, on the topmost layer, it is written YouTube. Now that is called as the title of this particular website. Okay, it is called as the title of this particular website, and the title of this website is YouTube. Similarly, so all this information that you want to showcase, so what is the title of the website and some other information as well, you can put it up directly inside of another tag called as head. Okay, so first of all, HEAD, head. You want to put up the title in HEAD, head. Okay, so inside of head, you put up all your information, all the metadata about your entire website. What do you mean by metadata? Okay, so for example, let's say I'm having a phone right over here. I buy a phone at any point of time, and then I am like, okay, so the box that it contains, it contains a lot of information. Although I know that the phone inside is an iPhone, still it will contain a picture of that particular iPhone. It will be written that it is made by Apple in California. It will mention all the different specifications that is having. So all this information on the box, is it necessary? I know which phone it is inside. I know what is there inside. I know that what are the contain, like it contains charger, it contains wire. I know all these things. So is it necessary to put all that information on the box? Yes. Although we know it, but still that information is something that many people can come and read through and understand what is there inside the box. These kind of information about data, okay, the information about the phone. So the information about the phone that has been put up on the box is called as the metadata. That is called as information about data. Okay, metadata is called as information about data. So for example, I'm having 100 rows of some information, and I'm labeling that, okay, I'm having red color strawberries, all these kind of things. Like when I'm describing some data, that is called as metadata or information about data. So all these kind of metadata that you want to specify about your website, okay, all the metadata that you want to specify about your website it would be put up inside the head tags. Okay, are you able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. What is metadata? Data about data. Okay, description about data is called as metadata, and all the metadata is put up inside the head tag. You can put it up outside as well, but the common practice is to put up metadata inside head. So for example, what is a good example of a metadata? The title of your website. Okay, what do you mean by the title? So the tab that you're currently on, you will be able to see that it's written YouTube, or it's written live streaming, it's written the original browser, it's written attendance and student details. So all these title that you're able to see in the tab of your window, that is a metadata, that is a description about the website. Okay, that this is the title of this particular website, so that would be put up inside head. So let's try to create the title for our website. So the title of the website, let's put it up as, okay, we will put the title up as web page 1. Okay, so we have created a small website that has the HTML. So this is the HTML tags. Okay, inside of that we are having your head tags where all the metadata goes to live, and inside the metadata you are having your title tag that describes the title of your website. Okay, but where does all the body, where does all the things that you want to see on the website go? Okay, so let's go to our website. Let's try to reload the same. So as you're able to see, when I'm reloading this particular website, the title of the website has changed to web page 1. It's very small, I think, so you will not be able to see it until unless you are in 1080p, but still I'm just saying that the title of the website has been changed to web page 1. But what if I want to put hello world right over here? What if I want to put hello world inside right over here? So what can I do? For that, I need to put all the information that I want to show on my screen inside the body tag. Okay, we want to see inside the body tag, so we'll put up the body tag right over here, and inside the body tag you can write hello world directly. Okay, so when I'm saving this particular page, I'm going back to my website, I'm reloading my website itself, you will be able to see that hello world has come up on our screen. Okay, hello world has come up on our screen. So now the issue with the same is, what if I don't want to use the head tag and the body tag? I can just remove this. Let me just remove all the head tag and the body tag from right over here. I only have the title tag, and then I'm directly having the text. Okay, so it's like the HTML. I can even remove the HTML. Let's see what happens when I directly remove everything. The only thing that I'm having is the title and hello world. Okay, so what do you think? Will this work or not? Can someone let me know? What do you think? Will this work or not? So many of you are saying no, but let's see what happens. Okay, I'm refreshing my page, everything remains the same, there are no changes whatsoever. Why is this the case? Why is it still working? Shaurya said that okay, you need to put HTML tag, you need to put head tag, you need to put body tag, but when I'm removing everything is working still fine. I'm getting my title, I'm getting my hello world on my screen. Then did he not know what he's teaching about? Now you need to remember two things. The web browsers that you are currently using, whether it be the Chrome, Firefox, Safari, have came a long way. There has been almost 25-30 years of reiterations and updates to these type of websites, these type of web browsers, and they have become a lot smarter than before. So yes, if you don't mention HTML, yes, if you don't mention body, yes, if you don't mention head, it will still work absolutely fine. But when you're going into the inspect element and you're looking at the code that is being rendered on the website, you are able to see that still we are having HTML, still we are having a head, still we are having a body, because the browser itself understood. Okay, the browser itself understood that this is a need. We need to put the HTML, we need to put the head, we need to put the body, and it automatically puts it inside. Are you guys able to see this? It automatically puts the same thing inside. Are you able to see? So right over here in the code we are just having the title and the hello world and nothing else. But when I'm reloading this page, you are able to see that we are having our HTML head and body put up automatically by the browser. The first thing that you need to remember is that yes, the browsers have become exceptionally smart and they can figure these small details out. The second thing is, even without a head tag, even without a body tag, the same code will also work. But that is not an ideal case of writing code. Okay, so you need to understand this, that life needs to be very organized. Okay, in life you need to be very organized. Similarly, while writing code as well, there are some universal conceptions, universal truths that people are following, some universal rules that people are following, that you also need to follow, so that your code, when you're comparing it with someone else, they are able to read through your code very easily and understand. So when they want to figure out what is the metadata, they do not have to go through all your code to figure it out. They can directly go to the head tag and get all the metadata that they want. Similarly, if they want to see what is there in the body of the entire website, they do not want to go through your entire code. They just want to go to the body tag and get all the information that they want. So these type of conventions, these type of universal conventions that are there, needs to be followed at any point of time by you guys as well when you are writing code. Okay, Shreya, Rakshit, take it slow. Okay, we'll be learning more about metadata when you are going into images and everything in HTML. Okay, there is a lot that we are going to cover. Okay, do not worry about the same. Right now I may be ignoring some of the questions because these are the questions that will be answered along the way when we are writing our code, when we are reiterating over various different things. Okay, do not worry about the same. Okay, so let's go back to the original style. Let's have the head as well as the body inside the code. Okay, let's save it, and that would be it. Okay, so let's move on to the next thing. Okay, now one more thing that you need to understand is this entire thing can be demarcated as a tree as well. Let me open Microsoft Paint. Okay, so you need to understand this. So the current website that you created, the current code that you created, what was it? So it was HTML, then you were having your head. Sorry for the poor handwriting, like there's nothing that I can do for the same. You are having a title, title. Inside the title you are having something, then you're closing the title, then you are having your closing head tag, then you are having your opening body tag. Inside the body you are having your hello world, then you're closing your body tag, and then you are having your closing HTML tag. Am I right? This is the code that we had written up till now. So what you are going to do is, we are going to take this entire code and convert it into a tree. Okay, and we are going to convert it into a tree. Now how this tree will look like, let's change the color, let's put it up to dark blue. So you will start off with HTML on the top. Okay, you will start off with HTML tag on the top. Inside the HTML tag, what are the two tags that you are able to see? The two tags that are present inside the HTML tag, can someone let me know? So this is the HTML tag. What are the first two tags that are there inside the HTML, guys? Can someone let me know? What are the two tags that are present, guys? Head and the body tag. That's amazing. So inside HTML, you are having a HEAD, head tag, and your body tag. Okay, when you're going into the head tag, what is present? When you're going into your head tag, what is present? You are having your title tag inside head tag. So you are having your TITLE, title tag inside your head tag, and inside your title tag, you are having your content. Similarly, inside your body tag, you are directly having the content as of this particular moment. Okay, so this entire code that you had written right over here, it can be represented in a tree like structure like this. Okay, this usually refers to as the DOM tree. Okay, document object model. Okay, also called as DOM tree. Okay, so this is the tree like structure that is present. Why this is important is, you will be able to understand when we will be starting JavaScript. We will be coming back to this DOM tree, how to manipulate it, how to change it using JavaScript, how to make it from static to dynamic. That will be something that we'll be doing while using JavaScript. Right now, just try to remember that this tree like structure that we have made. So it was very easy to make this tree like structure. That is called as your document object model. Okay, great, amazing, guys, amazing. Now what we are going to do is, you need to remember that, so this HTML is the parent tag. Okay, it's the parent tag to head and body. As you are able to see, as head and body are the children, are down below the HTML tag. Okay, are down below the HTML tag. So HTML is the parent tag, whereas head and body are the children of HTML tag. Okay, similarly, when you are having a title, so title is a children to child. Okay, as it is a singular, so a title is a child to the head tag, whereas the head tag is the parent to child. So whatever is coming up in the DOM tree, that is the parent. Whatever is coming down the DOM tree is the child to that particular parent. Now this is something that you need to remember, guys. This terminology is parent and child. It's not too difficult to understand as well. It's very simple. So this parent and child terminologies, please do remember, because when we will be studying JavaScript, these are the things that will come back once again. Okay, amazing, guys, amazing. So let's move on to the next thing. So right over here, as you are able to see, so the head tag and the body tag, both are the siblings to each other. Okay, so head tag and the body tag will be siblings to each other. Element 1 is the parent to element 2 and element 3, whereas element 2 and 3 are the children of element 1, and element 2 and element 3 are siblings to each other. Okay, are siblings to each other. DOM, document object model. Okay, that is the full form for DOM. Okay, so this is how the document object model tree usually looks like, as you are able to see. Not too difficult to understand. We have already went through this. Okay, so now let's come up to div tag. Okay, so let's first try to understand what do we mean by a div tag. So there are various different tags in HTML. Let's try to understand why div tag is necessary. Okay, that we will be able to understand only when we are doing CSS, not right now. But I will try my best to make you guys understand as much as I can. Okay, so let's try to understand this. So there are various times, okay, in CSS you will have to put up the styles for various different tags that are present in your entire website. Okay, so maybe there are like there is one parent tag. Okay, so let's increase the size of the brush. There is one parent tag that is present, and inside that there are various child tags. Okay, there are 3 child tags that are present. You want to change the color. Okay, you want to change the color of all the 3 tags. Okay, all the 3 tags that are present inside the parent tag, you want to change its color from blue to red. Okay, you want to change the color from blue to red. Now what are the different options that are available for you guys? Okay, what you can do is you can either select each of these individually, that okay, all the these elements, okay, all these elements I want to change the color. So for element 1 I want to change it to red, then for element 2 I need to change it to red, and then for element 3 I need to change it to red. So I can do this. Okay, I can do this, that I'm doing it all simultaneously. But the second thing, okay, the second thing, and the much more easier option for me is I can just select the parent tag and say that okay, everything inside the parent tag I want to change it to red. Everything that is present inside the parent tag I want to change it to red. So which is the better option? To say that okay, Shaurya is the son of Rakesh, Priyanshu is the son of Rakesh, Mithi is the son of Rakesh. Should I say that, or Shaurya, Priyanshu and Mithi are the son of Rakesh, or Rakesh has Shaurya, Mithi and Priyanshu as their son? So that is the much more better option. Okay, it's a shorter way of writing code. So to do this, okay, so when you are having various different kinds of elements, tags that you are having, and you want to select some of them, you can put all of these tags inside a div tag. Okay, so a div tag is nothing else but a container. Okay, it's a container, it's nothing else. It takes all the tags that you're having and puts it up inside a container. That's it. That's the div tag. That's the only functionality. So you can have your heading tag. Okay, you are having your heading tag, you are having your paragraph tag, you are having your italics tab, and you can put everything inside a div tag. That's it. It has no extra features. It has nothing, like it does not has any value inside of it, that okay, now the elements will be bold or something like that. It's just a normal container. Okay, it's just a normal container. That's it. We will be coming back to div tags in the future, but right now I'm just trying to make you guys understand this concept in as simple as possible way. Okay, so do not worry about the same. Okay, let's go back to the PPT. So this is how a div tag can be shown. So it's like a container that can contain other tags inside of it. That's it. That can contain other tags inside of it. So div tag will be the parent, and h1 and p tag will be the children of the div tag. Okay. And as you are able to understand that okay, we can have like children inside of the div tag. So yes, there can be another element present inside the div tag as well, so there will be no issues. Each of these pairs, so opening and closing pair of the tags along with the content inside of it, is called as an element. Okay, please remember this is very important. H1 tags and the element present and the content present inside of it is also called as an element. So please try to remember this. Okay. Okay. So this all things is something that I've already explained. There's nothing new in the same. Okay, so now we will be writing some code. Okay, some syntax problem statements I will be having, and we will be writing the code for the same. The purpose of this problem set is to help you practice writing HTML. We want you to build confidence in in mastering the basics of the HTML syntax. So try to be along with me. We will try to go throughout the entire problem statements. We'll be having various different problem statements that we'll be having. We'll try to answer most of them. Okay, so there are some helpful references and resources for you guys as well. You can go to MDN references. Okay, you can go to MDN references. They have a wide array of information that you can search for. Just let me show you guys the same. So developer.mozilla.org, you can go for right over here. There is a lot of HTML references that you can go through. If you are having any problems at any point of time, you can go through all these like elements. So for example, all the different HTML elements that are present, so you can go through each and every one of them depending upon what is your requirement. So this is something that will be a very helpful for you in the future as well. Okay, great. So now what we are going to do is we are going to get to the first problem statement. The first problem statement is we need to create this layout. We want to create a button. Okay, I don't know what HTML is. Okay, I don't know what HTML is. I don't know all the tags that are present in HTML. I have just been given a picture and I need to create this on my website. How to do that? Okay, so first of all, let's look at this particular website. It shows this is a button. It's the text is a little bit big and bold, and there's a button as well on the screen saying click here. So evidently I need a heading. I need a heading on my website that says this is a button. So what I'll be doing is I'll go to a website, okay, and I will search for heading in HTML. Okay, when I go to heading in HTML, that takes me to W3 schools, and as you're able to see, this is bold and big. So I want the same. So it is able to show me that, okay, so for the biggest and the boldest of all the elements, I need to use the H1 heading. Okay, so for that I will go back to my website. I will go back into my body. I will remove the hello world from right over here, and instead of hello world, I will be writing my first element inside body, that is the H1 element. Okay, so the H1 element will be very simple. I will be having the H1 element laid out right over here, and I will be writing this is a button button. So when I'm going back, so I'm saving this right over here, I'm going back to my website, I'm reloading the page. You're able to see that I'm having a big and bold text on my screen saying this is a button. Now the first part of the image is done. This is a button. I've already created it. It was very easy. The second part, I need to create a button on my website. How to do that? Again, go to Google, search for the same button button in HTML, and you'll be going to some website, most probably like HTML button tag, and then you can just directly either copy paste it, or once you have understood the entire thing, you can just write button tag right over here, and inside the button tag you can have click here and save it. That's it. Like, you can go through the entire W3 document about, okay, these are the buttons, what are the different attributes to the same, what are the CSS files related to the same. You can try to understand it as much as you can. That is a very good habit to go through documentation. When you're learning web development, I will usually suggest my students to go through the documentations exceptionally clearly, because in the later parts, when you're becoming a good developer, you will have to go through documentations on a daily basis, and that is something that is very important. Okay, so you just go to your website, you have to save it, go to your website and then reload the same, and as you're able to see, you're having your click here button as well. So that is what I'm trying to make you guys understand. It's very easy to make code in just HTML. Exceptionally easy. We have already done that. Okay. Now let's move on to the next part. The next problem statement that we are having is we need to create a website that looks somewhat like this. So we are having the H1, H2, H3, H4, H5 and H6. Please try to remember that H1 is the biggest and the baddest, H6 is the smallest and the leanest, and there is no H7, there is no H0. It's just H1 to H6, and that is what we are going to do right over here. We are going to create another inside body itself. Let's remove this, and instead of that, we are going to have your H1 element. Inside the H1 element, we are going to write this is one. Okay, and we are going to take this to the previous line. and we are just going to copy paste it 5 more times. So you are having your h1, you are having your h2, h3, h4, h5 and h6 that we are going to create. We're just going to rename the same h2, h3, h4, h5, h6. Similarly on the right hand side as well, we are going to rename it as h2, h3, h4, h5, h6. And inside as well, we are going to rename this as h2, heading 2, heading 3, heading 4, heading 5, heading 6, and we are going to save it from right over here. We are going to go back to our website and reload the page, and you are able to see that we are having your h1, h2, h3, h4, h5 and h6 on your website. Okay, so these are the different heading tags that you are having. So maybe you might be using h6 as your subheading, and you are using h1 as your main heading on your website, and so on and so forth. So these are all the things that you need to remember. So these are the basic things that you need to remember in HTML. Okay, let's move on to the next part. Are you guys able to understand up till this particular point of time? Please let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand up till this particular point of time? Please do let me know, guys. Don't rush forward, Kavya. We will be reaching, when we are reaching the topic, we will be discussing about the question then itself. Okay, right now we haven't reached the same point. Okay, so amazing. So now what we are going to do is we are going to create a list. Okay, we're going to create a list in HTML. So for this problem statement, you have to type out the HTML to create an unordered list. What is an unordered list? The list that contains like bullet points. Okay, there is no 1, 2, 3. There's no order in the list. It's bullet, 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 bullet. So these are called as unordered list. We need to create an unordered list. And this is the example that we have to put in. This is an example of unordered list. We want to create an unordered list of 3 web languages. So as you are able to see, this is also an example of an unordered list itself. As you are able to see, it's just bullet points, and hence it's an unordered list. Okay, and we want to create an unordered list of 3 languages: HTML, CSS and JavaScript. So what we'll be doing is we will be going back to our website. We will be removing everything. We will be creating our very first unordered list from right over here. Okay, so create an unordered list. It's exceptionally simple, guys. First of all, we need to declare that what we are going to create is an unordered list. So for example, for that we need to put up the UL tags. Okay, UL means unordered list. All the items that you want to put inside the list will go in your unordered list. So this basically declares that whatever I am writing between these 2 tags is an unordered list. Inside of that, what we are going to contain is we are going to have your list item. Okay, we are going to have your list item, li tag, that is the items that are present inside the list. The first one is your HTML, that is the first list item in your list. The second list item inside of your list, unordered list, is CSS, and the third list item that is present inside of your unordered list is your JavaScript. Okay, so this is how you create an unordered list. Let me save it, go back to the website, reload the page, and you will be able to see that we have created an unordered list of 3 elements: HTML, CSS and JavaScript. Okay, are you guys able to understand this? We have created an unordered list. How we were able to create the same? Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know in the live chat. Guys, please let me know in the live chat. Perfectly. Okay, great. Now moving on to the next part. Tree to HTML. So we have been given a tree that we need to create. Just the part inside body has been given to us. We need to convert this tree into HTML. We have already discussed the same on how to convert an HTML code into a tree. Now we will be doing the opposite. We are given a tree, we need to convert it into an HTML code. Okay, so what we'll be doing is we will be having your body tag. Inside the body tag, the first 2 children of the body tag is the div tag and the h1 tag. Okay, so let's put it up. So first of all, inside body, we will be having a first tag as the h1 tag. Inside we are having the word as content. Then we are having your div tag as the next child tag. Inside the div tag, let's see what happens. So inside the div tag, we are having two paragraph tags with content written inside of it. So we will be putting two children to the div tag, the paragraph tag right over here, content, and then we will be having another paragraph tag, writing content, and that is the entire website that we needed to create. So when we are going back to our website, reloading the page, you'll be able to see that we are having a h1 tag and then two paragraphs saying content inside of it. Okay, so this is how you can easily create the tree. Just follow the hierarchy given in the tree and you'll be able to create the website altogether. Okay, as simple as possible. Hyperlink. For this problem statement, you have to do is type out the HTML to create a hyperlink. So what do you mean by hyperlink? Okay, what do you mean by hyperlink? So hyperlink is something that is basically a link to another website. Okay, it's nothing else but a link to another website. So for example, right over here, let's find out a hyperlink. So this is an example of an hyperlink. Let's see right over here. This input that you are able to see is an example of an hyperlink. If I'm clicking on this particular input tag, okay, if I'm clicking on this particular input tag, it will take me to some other website. Okay, that is an example of a hyperlink. Now the main question is how to create a hyperlink. Okay, again, if you don't know, just search for it, hyper hyperlink in HTML. As simple as that. You can directly go to WC schools or MDN documentation, whatever is much more comfortable to you guys, and then you can directly go through the entire thing and you will be able to understand how to create. Like, please, I do not have enough time to go through the entire documentation, but I will suggest that whenever you are searching something, go through the entire documentation properly. Okay, so let's create a hyperlink. Okay, so this is how you create the hyperlink. A href, okay, that is the reference, and then your text. So the text is link. Okay, and inside the href you want to specify the website that you want to go to. So let's go to www.google.com. Okay, so we are having a link that we have created. So this is the tags for creating a link. You need to specify an attribute. So this is called as an attribute to a particular tag. Okay, what is an attribute? It is a feature or an information or a function about that particular tag. Here the attribute is the href attribute that specifies the link. So whenever you are clicking on this particular link, where do you want to go? Okay, where do you want to go? So that will be putting up as href is equals to google.com. Let's save it from right over here, go back to our website, reload the page. You're able to see that we have got a link on our website. Okay, have got a link on our website. If I'm clicking on this particular link, it will take me to the, okay, so it's actually taking me up to the, let me change this to, play control C. I will change it to this and that should do the trick. Okay, so let's save it from right over here. Let's go back to our website, reload the page. Let's click on the link and it's taking us to google.com. Since I had not put up https, so it thought that it was a subdomain of the current website and it took me to the name of the website and then google.com. We do not want that, so I have done nothing but to put up a sub https to specify that this is a pure link. So as you are able to see, if I am clicking on the link right now, it will take me to google.com. okay, so it's very simple. Href, the link where you want to go, and then the text of that particular link, and then you want to just close the a tag. That's it. Okay, are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. Great, amazing guys, amazing. So let's move on to the next thing. mock-up to a website. Okay, so what we want to do right over here is we want to create this entire website. Okay, so we have been given a picture right over here. I want to convert this into a fully functioning website. Okay, so this is something that I want you to try it on your own as well. I will be showing it right now, but I want you guys to, when you are ending the workshop, go home, try to write the code yourself, try to understand whether you will be able to do this or not. This is something that is of extreme importance to you guys, that you are able to practice as well while moving further. Okay, I hope that you guys are able to understand. This is just for your sake. I already know these things. There's nothing that I can practice, like this, nothing that I will be gaining out of it, but you guys need to know, okay, how to write code as well. So please try to practice. So let's start off with the first thing, list of highest paid jobs in 2021, and that is an h1 tag. Evidently we are able to see that this is an h1 tag. So let's go back to our body, let's remove this entire thing, and let's have the h1 tag right over here, one, and inside list of, let me see what we have to write, list of highest paid jobs in 2021, list of jobs in 2021. Let's say 2022, there's no issue in that as well. Okay, reduce the size for a second, h1 tag. Now in the next line, let's see what is there. So we want to have a byline. It looks like an h3, like it's almost half the size of the h1. So let's go forward with an h3 itself, by Shaurya Sinha. Okay, so let's first of all save this. Let's look at how it looks. Reload the page. List of hired page job. Let's try to reduce the size. Okay, this would be perfect. And what we'll be doing right now is we are going to write the next line. We are going to write in the next line, we are going to have your h3 tag, okay, because it's almost half the size, by Shaurya Sinha. Okay, so when we are going to save it right over here, we're going back to our website, we're going to reload the page. Okay, so there is some issue, as you are able to see. It looks absolutely same to the picture, but Shaurya Sinha is straight, whereas when you are going into the image, it's showing that it should be in italics. So what can we do? We need to change it into italics. How to do that? You can easily Google search for the same. You can directly use I, okay, as the italics version. So you can directly put a tag right over here, an I tag. Directly put an I tag right over here. Let me just remove this, X space, I tag right over here, and an I tag here as well, and save. When I'm going to my website, reloading the page, you will be able to see that now it looks very similar to the image that we were having. Now let's move on to the next line. So it's like April 2022, 2021. So that we can put it directly as like text itself in a paragraph. Let's put it up in a paragraph itself. Okay, so in the paragraph we'll put it up as April, April 2020, 22, 2021. Let's save it. Let's go back to our website, reload the page, and you are able to see that it's absolutely clear. Now what to do next? Okay, the next is we need to have an image. We need to put up an image as well inside of the same. So let's first of all get the image, mdn documentation, and we'll go to images. We'll try to find this image. Let's go with the logo, mdn logo. Let's take this image. It looks very similar to that one. Let's save it. Save image as, let's save it as mdn logo and save. So we have already downloaded the logo. Now what we'll be doing is we'll be uploading the logo as well. So we need to upload files. We'll go into downloads. We'll be uploading the MDN logo. So once it has been uploaded, you will be able to see that the MDN logo is available right over here. We are going to rename it as MDN. Want to rename the same as MDN underscore logo instead of MDN space logo. Let's put it up as MDN underscore logo. So we have got this image as well. Now we want to put it up inside our website. So can someone let me know what is the tag for inserting images in HTML? Can someone let me know? The image tag, image src. There's also one more thing that you need to add. Okay, many people do not know it. It's the alternate text. Okay, so let's put up img right over here, the image tag. So it is the src. So what is the source? Okay, the source is mdn underscore logo dot png. That is the image that we want to put sorry, jpg. It's jpg, and that is the image that we want to put up. And what is the alternate text? So this is also an example of metadata. Okay, this alt. Okay, alt is called as the alternate text. Okay, so what do you mean by alternate text? It is, so for example, when you are going when you are a blind person is visiting your website, okay, and there's a picture on your website. So what should the blind person know? Like, he cannot see the picture, so there should be a description for that particular picture as well. So this is a picture, this is a logo of the MDN documentation. So that is a kind of a description about the image, that if the image is not loading, then it can be replaced by that text. If a blind person is visiting your website, he or she is able to hear that this is the description of that particular image. So just like that, we can write, this is the logo of MDN docs. Okay, so like this, you can put up the description of that particular image as well. As you're able to see, there is no closing tag for the image. Okay, as you're able to see, there's just one opening tag and no closing tag for the image. Why is that the case? Because images do not need to contain any text inside of it. So there is no there is no how you can say, like, need for a closing tag. There's no need for a closing tag. So to optimize your code, to optimize the like size of your code, you can omit the closing tag for the image. Let's save it right over here. Let's go back to our website. Let's try to see what happens. And you are able to see that we are able to get the image on our screen as of this particular moment. Okay, so as simple as that. It looks very similar to what we have made right over here, not a lot of difference. Then we need to put an unordered list. So this is the list of hired page job in the IT field in 2021. So let's do that as well. Let's go to our website. Let's put a paragraph tag right over here. Paragraph tag right over here. This is a list of the sector, and then we want to create a unordered list. Okay, we want to create an unordered list right over here. A difference in the color of the image, I was not able to get the same image, so I used a different color image. Okay, so no issues in that. Okay, so next what we want to do is we want to create the unordered list. We already know how to create the unordered list. We have already studied the same. You need to create the UL tag, and inside the UL tag you want to put up all the list items. Okay, so that the LI tag you want to put up right over here, and there are 3 LI tags as you are able to see at any point of time. We are going to copy paste this 3 times, and we are going to fill it up with data analyst, full stack web developer, and software development engineer. So we are going to use the abbreviations for the same: data analyst, we are going to use full stack web developer, and SDE, software development engineer. And we are going to save it from right over here. We are going to go back to our website and reload the page, and as you are able to see, we have created a website that looks somewhat similar to what we had in the image as well. Okay, resizing the image and everything, we will be discussing it tomorrow, guys. Do not worry about the same. I already have that in mind. We are just going one step at a time. Okay, great. Okay, so let's keep it up till here. From tomorrow, we are going to start off with the CSS part, trying to understand what are the different CSS aspects. Once that will be done, we will try to merge both the concepts together to study a few advanced topics as well, and that should be more than sufficient for the HTML and the CSS part. From day after tomorrow, we are going to start off with JavaScript, so that too we will be able to do that. Okay, that's great. So let me show the attendance link for today's class. This is the attendance link for today's class, guys. You can take a screenshot for the same. Please fill the form absolutely carefully and properly. Okay, this will be circulate. This is something that is a data that we are going to collect at any point of time. Okay. Okay, so that would be it for today, guys. We will be meeting tomorrow. We will be like studying the entire section of CSS, and it will be very interesting as well. I will try to make it as simple as possible for you guys to understand. And from day after tomorrow, we'll be starting with JavaScript most probably. So that would be how we are going to go further with everything. JavaScript will take some time, but yeah, we will be able to complete it. PPT will be shared at the end of the bootcamp on all the WhatsApp groups as well as the Telegram channel. Okay, guys. So thank you so much, guys, for being a part of today's bootcamp. Again, please subscribe to the channel. I see that almost 40% of the people coming to the bootcamps aren't subscribed to the channel itself. It really helps us a lot to provide you with certificates. So please do like the video and subscribe to the channel. It really helps us a lot. Okay, thank you so much, guys. Have a good day ahead. Thank you. And yes, the link is so nobody has filled up the form up till now, but the link is working, so there's no issues in that as well. Okay, so we have got one response. So yeah, the link is working. You do not have to worry about the same. Okay, thank you so much, guys. Have a good day ahead. Thank you.